One of the most profound truths I've learned in my entire life is this. Born entities, the first hour of your day sets the tone for the rest of it. If you win the morning, you win the day. And if you win enough days, you win your life. The turning point in my routine. For many years, I was just like most people. I'd hit the snooze button, rush through a chaotic morning, grab a quick bite, and dive into my day already behind. But over time, I began to observe something about top performers. They owned their mornings. They didn't start their day reacting. They started it creating. So I made a change. I decided to take control of the first 60 minutes of my day. And everything in my life improved from that point on. Why morning matters so much. Trocolpe. When you wake up, your mind is fresh. Your willpower is full. Your distractions are low. It's the golden hour, a window of unmatched potential. But most people waste it. They grab their phone. They check the news. They scroll through social media. They fill their brain with stress before they've even gotten out of bed. And that energy follows them all day. If the first thing you do is consume, you'll spend the rest of your day reacting. But if the first thing you do is create, you'll spend the rest of your day in control. The power of a purposeful morning routine. Over the years, I've refined a powerful morning routine I've taught to thousands of high achievers around the world. Here's what I recommend. Wake up early. Give yourself at least 1 full hour before the demands of the day begin. No interruptions, no noise, just you. Hydrate and breathe. Drink a large glass of water. Breathe deeply. Let oxygen and clarity flood your body. Think of 3 things you're grateful for. Then visualize your goals as if they've already happened. See it, feel it, own it. Move your body. Whether it's stretching, walking, or a full workout, get your blood flowing. Energy is physical. Movement creates momentum. Feed your mind. Read 10-20 minutes of something inspiring, educational, or uplifting. Success books, biographies, scripture, whatever sharpens you. Plan with purpose. Write down your top 3 priorities for the day. Not a long to-do list, just the 3 things that will move your life forward the most. Then commit to doing them first. The myth of not a morning person. People often tell me, Brian, I'm just not a morning person. And I tell them, no one is born a morning person. It's a decision, not a personality trait. You can train yourself to wake up earlier, to start your day with power and peace, to step into your life instead of stumbling into it. And it's not just about productivity, it's about identity. Every morning you're telling yourself a story. Am I someone who takes control or someone who drifts? Am I the leader of my life or a follower of circumstances? Well, mornings answer that question trauma-bednally. What happens when you master your morning? Well, morning, let me tell you what happens when you commit to this. Within 1 week, you'll feel more calm, focused, and in control. In 1 month, your productivity will double. You'll be ahead of 90% of people by 9 a.m. And in 1 year, you won't recognize your life, your income, your health, your relationships, all will elevate. Why? Because you built discipline into your day. Because you stopped waiting for motivation and started creating momentum. Final thoughts. Well, morning, if you remember nothing else from this chapter, remember this. Your future is hidden in your daily routine. You don't need more time. You don't need more motivation. You just need to master the first hour of your day and do it consistently. That's how you transform from the inside out. That's how you take back your time, your power, and your potential. Because at the end of the day, well, morning, success doesn't begin with what you do. It begins with who you become. And who you become starts every morning before the world wakes up. Now let me tell you one of the most life-changing truths I've ever learned. Row morning for suck breakthrough. One person, one conversation, one relationship can change the entire direction of your life. That's the power of your network. And the sooner you realize it, the faster you'll grow in wealth, success, and fulfillment. Trauma-bait, my early mistake, going alone. When I first started out in sales, I believed in the old school myth of the self-made man. I thought success was about doing everything myself. No help, no shortcuts, just grit and hustle. But I was wrong. Yes, hard work matters. Yes, discipline matters. But if you try to do it alone, you'll go slow. You'll make unnecessary mistakes. And worst of all, you'll miss out on the leverage that only comes from people. Eventually, I learned a lesson I want you to learn today. You can go faster, farther, and higher when you surround yourself with the right people. Who you spend time with shapes who you become. Jim Rohn, my mentor, once told me something that hit me like a thunderbolt. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. I took a hard look at my circle. Who was I talking to every day? What were their goals, their habits, their mindset? Were they pushing me forward or pulling me back? And here's what I found. When I started associating with successful, driven, positive people. My standards rose. I started thinking bigger, acting bolder, moving faster, because success is contagious. So is laziness. So is fear. Your environment either lifts you or limits you. Tronabecting, how to build a powerful network. You might be wondering, but Brian, what if I don't know any successful people? I didn't either, at first. But I want you to understand this. You don't have to be born into the right circles. You just have to be intentional about building them. Here's how. Be valuable first. Don't look for what you can get. Look for what you can give. Ask, how can I help? How can I support your goals? People are drawn to givers, not takers. Attend events and join groups, conferences, seminars, workshops. These are gold mines. Surround yourself with people who are going places. One handshake can change your life. Follow up like a professional. After meeting someone, follow up with a thoughtful message. Stay in touch. Build rapport. Relationships don't grow by chance. They grow by choice. Associate up. Always look for people who are playing at a higher level. If you're the smartest or most successful person in the room, you're in the wrong room. It's not about networking tactics or business cards. It's about one thing, genuine relationships. People do business with those they know, like, and trust. They promote those they respect. They open doors for those who are honest, generous, and reliable. If you want better opportunities, become a better person. If you want more influence, deliver more value. If you want trust, be trustworthy. Your character is your ultimate currency. What happens when you build the right network? When you surround yourself with high achievers, you'll raise your standards without even trying. You'll get advice that shortcuts your growth. You'll get access to opportunities most people will never see. Deals, jobs, mentors, partnerships. These don't just show up randomly. They come through people. And when people talk about luck in business or life, most of the time what they really mean is network. Final thoughts. 0 from 0. No money, no contacts, no reputation. The first thing I'd do is build relationships. I'd find people doing what I want to do, and I'd look for ways to add value to them. Because the more people you know, the more doors open. And the more people who like and respect you, the more unstoppable you become. So ask yourself today, who are the 5 people I spend the most time with? Do they reflect the future I want, or the past I need to leave behind? Who can I meet, help, and connect with this month? Because remember this truth, your network will either be your greatest asset or your greatest limitation. Choose wisely, invest deliberately, and give generously. There's a powerful principle that changed my life, a principle that once understood and applied can make success inevitable for you. It's not flashy, it's not instant, and that's why most people overlook it. But I promise you, the compound effect is the most reliable wealth-building, success-accelerating law in the universe. Let me explain. Tranabenshi, success isn't a giant leap, it's a daily inch. When people look at successful individuals, millionaires, best-selling authors, elite athletes, they often think, they must have had a big break. They must be naturally gifted. They must have gotten lucky. But here's the truth I've learned after decades of study and experience. Success is not one huge decision. It's 1,000 small decisions, repeated consistently over time. Let me say it another way. The person you become tomorrow is shaped by the tiny habits you practice today. The power of 1%. Imagine improving just 1% every day. It sounds like nothing, right? But do the math. 1% better every day for a year isn't 365% better. It's 300% better because it compounds. That's the compound effect. And it works in every area of life. Your health, your income, your relationships, your mindset. Small efforts, repeated consistently, create unstoppable momentum. My wake-up call. Runner. Small disciplines, repeated with consistency every day, lead to great achievements, gained slowly over time. John Maxwell, it hit me like lightning. I didn't need to wait for a breakthrough. I needed to build one. So I started waking up 30 minutes earlier, reading 10 pages a day, making one extra sales call, saving just $5 more, listening to 15 minutes of audio learning in the car.
Insignificant? Maybe. But guess what? Within a year, everything in my life started to change. Tonabestim me, the invisible momentum. The hardest part of the compound effect is that for a long time, you see no results. You eat clean for a week, the scale doesn't move. You save money for a month, you still feel broke. You write every morning, nobody reads your work. And this is where most people quit. But the compound effect has a delay, a quiet incubation period. The results are happening, but they're underground, invisible, like seeds buried in the soil, building roots before they break through. And then one day, boom, suddenly, you're the one people call lucky. You're the one they say has natural talent. They don't see the small wins you stack day after day, but you will know the truth. Tonabestim, the other side, negative compounding. The compound effect doesn't care if your habits are good or bad. It multiplies whatever you feed it. Tonabestim, hit snooze every morning. That compounds. Eat poorly once in a while. That compounds. Ignore your goals. That compounds too. Success isn't the only thing that sneaks up on you. Failure does too. That's why self-discipline is your superpower. It keeps the compounding curve pointed upward, not down. Tonabestim, your daily success checklist. So how do you master the compound effect? Start here, not track your habits. What gets measured gets improved. Use a journal or an app to log your habits daily. Start tiny. Don't aim for massive change overnight. Aim for consistent, sustainable, small steps. Make it easy to win. Structure your environment so that good habits are the path of least resistance. Commit to 90 days. Give yourself a 90-day challenge. No excuses, no breaks. Watch your identity evolve. Celebrate small wins. Each tiny success builds confidence. Confidence builds momentum. Momentum builds miracles. Rubbly tear I've one decision away from changing your entire life trajectory. One small positive habit, if done daily, could multiply into a fortune, a healthy energized body, a joyful resilient mind, a legacy you're proud of. Rubbly tear you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to wait until Monday. You don't need to make a giant leap. You just need to start. Start small and never stop. Because success is not built in a day, it's built daily. There came a moment early in my journey, broke, frustrated, blaming everything but myself, when a mentor looked me square in the eye and said, "Brian, nothing will change for you until you change." It was uncomfortable, it stung, but it woke me up. That single sentence became a turning point in my life, and in this chapter, I want it to be a turning point for you too. The most liberating decision you'll ever make. Most people go through life waiting for the government to improve, waiting for the economy to get better, waiting for the right partner, boss, moment, or miracle. But I learned something powerful. The day you accept 100% responsibility for your life is the day you claim your power. No more blaming, no more excuses, no more someday. It's the day you stop being a victim and start being the architect of your destiny. The three-part formula for ownership. Let's break this down simply. When I say take 100% responsibility, I mean three things. Rob at everything you are. Your health, your income, your relationships, your attitude. You are where you are because of choices you've made. Everything you aren't. If you're not wealthy, not fit, not confident, take responsibility for that too. It means there are still choices left to be made. Everything you can be. Here's the best part. If you caused it, you can fix it. If you created the problem, you can create the solution. This is not blame. This is freedom. Because if it's up to you, then you don't have to wait on anyone else to give you permission. Tromdao, my personal wake-up call. When I was 21, I was washing dishes and sleeping on the floor. I had no money, no skills, no direction. And for a while, I pointed fingers. My parents didn't teach me about money. The economy is bad. I wasn't born lucky. But none of that helped me move forward. What helped was this one decision. No one is coming to rescue me. I must rescue myself. From that moment, I stopped asking why it happened and started asking what I could do about it. That mindset, taking full ownership, has created everything I have today. Victim thinking versus victor thinking. Let's be real. Society encourages blame. Turn on the news. It's always someone else's fault. Scroll through social media. People are pointing fingers non-stop. But here's the problem. Blame keeps you powerless. Responsibility sets you free. Victor, I will learn a new skill and find something even better. Victim, my relationship failed. It's all their fault. Victor, what did I allow, ignore or contribute that I can learn from? Victim, I don't have time. Victor, I haven't made time, and that's on me. See the difference? One mindset makes you shrink. The other makes you unstoppable. The law of cause and effect. Success is not an accident. Everything happens for a reason. Every result has a cause. If you're not getting the results you want, don't curse the outcome. Go back and change the inputs. Want more money? Change your work ethic, your skills, your value. Want a better body? Change your diet, your movement, your discipline. Want peace of mind? Change your thoughts, your environment, your self-talk. Everything can be traced to a cause, and that cause is often you. Here's how to begin. Right now, stop complaining for 7 days. Complaints are confessions of powerlessness. Try going 1 week without a single complaint. You'll shock yourself. Audit your language. Eliminate phrases like I have to, they made me, or it's not my fault. Replace them with I choose to, I allowed this, I take full ownership. Review your life honestly. Pick one area of struggle, finances, health, relationships. Ask, where have I been avoiding responsibility here? The answer will lead you to your breakthrough. Make one powerful change today. One decision, one action, even small, but take it because you chose to, not because someone forced you. From this day forward, imagine what your life could look like if you blamed no one, made excuses for nothing, took control of everything within your power. How attractive your energy would be to others. Let me leave you with this. The world owes you nothing, but you owe yourself everything. No one's coming, no one's responsible, only you, and that's the most empowering truth I can offer you.